There's a lot of different lantern colors. You guys are probably familiar with Green Lanterns on how they function with willpower and concentration. Blue Lantern, like Saint Walker, for example, is all about hope, and they really, at the same time, near a Green Lantern, they power the Green Lanterns up due to hope and willpower being very close to each other. See, the Blue Lantern Corps, there's not many in the Blue Lantern Corps. The emotion is hope, their home world. This had happened because there was a Guardian that was banished from the Guardians of the Universe organization and embraced emotions. He ventured to a Sacred Garden world where they established their faith-driven core of blue light. Their ranks consist of some of the most holy and righteous beings in the universe. You're going to see plenty of examples of this, but these power rings are able to do a lot of stuff like the Green Lanterns do, but just with blue. They provide flight, force fields, communication. The blue ring charges a green ring and decharges a yellow of fear. Hope overpowers fear. He's a kryptonite to fear. But this also leads to the post-crisis era's Blue Lantern's biggest weakness, that without a Green Lantern in close proximity, a Blue Lantern's ring will only allow limited flight and protection from the vacuum of space. So they get kind of depowered or not really at full power when a Green Lantern is not nearby. But even though they have a silly weakness, all they got to do is just stay near a Green Lantern and they can kind of keep a Green Lantern powered up without even having to recharge his ring when he usually would have to recharge his ring, just by getting close. He can double a Green Lantern's power and it will stay charged as long as Saint Walker or Blue Lantern has hope. So you can say, yeah, they are pretty limited when they're not near a Green Lantern, but when they are near a Green Lantern, they can do some very neat stuff, like not needing to actually charge up by charging their rings up manually. It kind of essentially gives Green Lanterns an infinite stamina bar, you could say. Even when there's a little bit of hope, just that little bit of hope is enough to recharge the entire Green Lantern Corps, so it doesn't take much. Yeah, they're a cheat code when it comes to helping out Green Lanterns. The Blue Lantern motto is pretty cool. In fearful day, in raging night, with strong hearts full, our souls ignite. When all seems lost in the war of light, look to the stars for hope burns bright. Can't tell me that ain't spitting. The universe is big. There's certain characters, even without their ring, they're physically ridiculously strong. Like, you know, the Red Lantern Atrocitus, for example. Even without his ring, he's ridiculously strong physically because of his race. We've seen him bend and tear through metal with his raw muscle. We've seen him lift a decent amount of weight. A lot of weight. Multiple powerful beings working together, Saint Walker being one of them, helps restrain this being known as Atrocitus with his energy projection, ring power, blah, blah, blah. If you think that was BS, well, we did see him shackle him in chains here. But yeah, he's one of those characters that's really strong. He can break out though, but this just shows that, yeah, just like the other characters, he can lift several tons, just like how Atrocitus can. Just like Green Lanterns, Blue Lanterns are the same thing. It all comes down to creativity. He can make all kinds of different things as long as he can imagine it, like a blue large sniper rifle gun type thing. Make multiple bubbles to keep your body from regenerating, keeping your body limbs separated. Create your own army of gorillas to fight for you. So it's only natural. With all this creativity, he will have a lot of blast power. He can blast and wipe out armies, like a whole bunch of minions. Yes, his blue energy can even extinguish actual fire. We've seen him carve or blast a path through this lake of blood. I mean, the kind of power he possesses proves he's way above nukes, honestly, because we actually seen his blast power clash with beings like Eclipso, who have the raw blast power that we literally see hit hard enough to destroy the moon. What does this say about Saint Walker? I think this is pretty clear that he's capable of moon-shattering kind of power. His blast can match this being's power, raw blast power, and shield from this same guy's power. Vice versa, it goes for his durability, whether we're talking about his blast or him just literally being able to take moon splitting power. You get it. I mean, you can kind of get an easy understanding of his power just by looking at him compared to other Lantern type characters. He's a powerhouse along with them. He's restraining these characters, hurting these characters, shielding from these characters. You get it. Orange Lanterns are like Larfleas. We see him blasting holes in his constructs with his blast power. Same when Lex Luthor had this greed construct, Orange Lantern constructs, he was blasting through it with his blast power. Along with other lanterns, he helped light up a Black Lantern more than once. If you need evidence, yes, all this goes for his defensive shielding too. We've seen him block Black Lantern's attack. Whether if it's a Black Lantern Frost Ice Manipulator type character or Martian the Manhunter Black Lantern characters he can shield from. Same with Black Lantern Firestorm. We've seen him shield against powerhouses like Kilowog. Whether it's red, yellow, green, whatever, he can shield from the strongest Lantern type characters. Like Red Lantern Hal. Just for the fact that he's matching, competing with characters like Atrocitus, a Red Lantern high-end type character, should let you know where he should have to be in raw blast power. I'm talking about way more power needed to blow up a planet like Earth or something. Part of this is hacks, but part of this, you got to be able to produce a lot of energy to do something like this. Healing a freaking star that was about to go nova things way larger than planets like Earth, he was able to give it basically new life by making it young again, turning the clock back 7 billion years, changing the sun back healthy and young. The Earth is pathetically small compared to something like a sun, and he's reigniting, turning back the clock on something this massive with his energy. Without being drained, really, is not his max energy potential. His occasions with Atrocitus, all the different lanterns I've shown in this video so far, it makes a lot of sense. When you see Atrocitus, Red Lantern blast power against Green Lanterns, Yellow Lanterns, and etc., hurting the highest of the highest end Green Lanterns, matching their power, busting their constructs, blah, 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 raw power output. This is saying a lot because we know what Hal Jordan Green Lantern top tiers can do when it comes to manipulating giant planetoids and etc. John Stewart wasn't in this video, but it's the same concept. He's a lantern. He was able to help restrain black holes that was going to wipe out the solar system. This is the kind of stuff lanterns always do. This stuff should apply to Saint Walker as well. Lanterns like Kyle are able to contain supernova star type of explosions and things way deadlier than star type of explosions. Like Green Lantern Kyle here had to contain energy taken from entire galaxies, more than one. Destruction of it, he had to contain this kind of energy. All this power, he's a lantern high end. This should apply for Saint Walker as well when it comes to shattering galaxies kind of power or output. We've seen lanterns, including Saint Walker, help restrain beings like Atrocitus. We've seen lanterns working together, one of them being Saint Walker restrain Atrocitus, which makes a lot of sense. Even if he's not all the way equal to Atrocitus, he's somewhere in that neighborhood. You know what I mean? Meaning he's somewhere in the neighborhood with Hal Jordan and etc. Kyle, wherever you want to rank it. I mean, he has to be high end when he was helpful in restraining Doomsday, a Superman tier being. Hey, they said it, not me. He has to be up there with these other lanterns when there's even statements saying Hope is the most powerful of all the lights, and he's Hope. I mean, we've seen him stick all kinds of lanterns in this video with punches. I wouldn't doubt him being one of the strongest, but even if you want to say it's an exaggeration, just you get the point. He's up there with the other high-end Green Lanterns, regardless of where you think he ranks. I mean, just think about it. If he's comparable to Green Lanterns and Green Lanterns can have entire universes in their rings, what does that say about characters with comparable power like Saint Walker? Shouldn't this universe plus kind of power apply to him too? Because these beings literally have entire universes in their ring, creating a universe and an infinite sea. So, and apparently this is something all Lantern rings can do. Green Lanterns like Hal Jordan get hit by Big Bang levels of power, not killing them. Yeah, there's casual lanterns just surviving universal type of explosions like it ain't really no big deal. They just get blown far away and stuff. This kind of raw power should apply for Saint Walker as long as he's close to a Green Lantern. He's been hit by Black Lantern Reverse Flash, punched by Black Lantern Donna Troy. Of course, he has unnatural reflexes. That's why he's able to fight, react to some of the fastest beings in the universe. And I know this is a casual run, but from point A to point B speed, we see him just casually keeping up with the flashes. He can fly from one side of the universe to the other. Saint Walker is one of those beings that is built different. Even without his ring, he's endured being in areas where the sun grew hotter, the heat evaporated all the water in the mountains. He was starved. He was dehydrated. He still climbed. This is a feat to show how built different he is without being powered up by anything, just probably because of his race genetics and etc. I brought this up earlier, but I just wanted to show you again that this is their weakness. They're kind of relying on Green Lanterns to really blast with amazing power. It's reaffirmed here. I think it's cool they can use raw hope to charge up their ring though. Weaknesses and stuff aside, remember earlier how I mentioned how they drained Yellow Lanterns? Well, here's a visual of it actually happening. It has healing to where it can heal limbs from injury, vast senses or awareness of the universe, even sensing the dead, reading minds. His range can stretch throughout the entire universe with this blue ring. Lantern, construct illusion making, different mind manipulation type abilities or occasions with Atrocitus, with Larfleeze, can trap you in your own mind, make you believe certain people are alive. If beings are filled with overwhelming rage or corruption, the power of the blue lanterns can clean that corruption. It can even overpower rage with hope. It's like a battle of concepts or fundamental universal forces, countering different colors of the spectrum and such. When it comes to Rebirth, it's the same stuff, believing he can cure insanity. It seems one little small difference in Rebirth is that it can charge any ring, not just green at this point. So I guess that's a small change in the newer continuity stuff. Just like the main continuity, other stuff like creating a cage, chains, enhancing his punches with giant energy fists or spiked fists, creating platforms to speak on, can help hold up a city. I want to hear your thoughts. What's your favorite lantern? Like, share, subscribe. Thanks for the donations. Saint Walker's surprising, ain't he? I'm glad you are enjoying your time on the channel. Make sure you check out the playlist on the channel to see other How Strong videos. If you like what this channel is offering, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys later.